What is going on? I am currently at the Storyteller headquarters in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm in the process of moving all of my son's stuff to Texas, and as you can see, the van is kind of a wreck right now. And now it's time to hit the road and continue the trek to Texas. Now, if you're wondering why I'm at my van's manufacturer headquarters, it's because I pulled a pretty dumb move when I was up in Maine and I drove off from my campsite with my shore power still connected. So since I was coming through this route anyway, I decided to stop off at the headquarters, get that repaired, along with a couple other things that they were able to check and get remedied for me. So very positive experience here at the Storyteller headquarters. And now it's time to hit the road. So it's about a 8-hour trip before I get to my parents' house, which is where I'm headed initially in Texas. So I'm not gonna make it all today. So I just plugged in a campsite around Vicksburg, Mississippi, where I'm gonna stay the night. And so we're gonna hit the road and head to that campsite. Off we go. And in case you're new here, my name's Garrett. Last year, I sold everything I own. I moved into the back of my Storyteller van, and I've just been kind of traveling the country ever since. So I've got about 3 hours till I reach my campsite. And before I reach the campsite, I need to do two things. I'm gonna need some diesel before I get there, because I'm gonna be running low soon, and I need to get some food to cook for dinner tonight. And in case you're new here, I'm in the middle of a transitionary period of living in my van. So basically, I've been living in my van on the East Coast, and now I am transitioning to exploring the West Coast. So I'm very excited about that, especially because if you ever wondered why you don't see a lot of people doing van life on the East Coast, I think a big reason for that is the weather. I have been in this extreme heat for the past couple of weeks. There has been an abnormal heat wave that has kind of gripped the East Coast and the South. The South is always warm in the summer, but it has been abnormally warm this year. It got so bad to the point of where I actually booked a hotel room the other night just to escape the heat for one night, which was amazing. We only got a couple of days till we get to Texas, where I have access to shore power at my parents' house. And then after that, I'm gonna be going down to San Marcos, Texas, which is further south. And that's where I'll be helping my son move into college, and me and my daughter will be prepping for Burning Man, which is coming up at the end of August. Time to go get some diesel. Alright, I think before we get back on the road, I need to find somewhere where I can park and make a sandwich, preferably in the shade. Well, the shade may not be an option. Right here will have to do. So really, after I make this sandwich, the only other stop I have to do is find a grocery store so I can make something for dinner tonight. And then we're gonna go camping at a place that I've camped at before when I was making my trip out to the East Coast. And it's a free campsite that's right on the Natchez Trace Parkway. And I'm hoping there I can find a good shaded spot to camp for the night, because shade makes all the difference whenever you're living in a van, camping in the summer heat. A little bit of cheese there. And yes, I make this meal almost every day because it's quick and easy. So I could make this entire trip all the way to Texas today. Typically, if I'm traveling, I try to travel only like 3 or 4 hours a day, especially when I don't have like a specific deadline I have to be there by, which I don't in this case. So just gonna do a light travel day today, camp, and then on to Texas tomorrow. Back on the road.
Turn right onto the I-20 West ramp, then merge onto I-20 West.
Coming into Mississippi. I was just thinking as I've been driving, I was really planning on doing a few different episodes as I kind of traveled this way, but honestly, it's just been too hot. These heat indexes over 100 degrees, they're just really draining on the system after a while. And especially because, like, even at nighttime, I'm not getting any relief. Like, it's still hot all night. You can run my AC in the van, and it does a great job with keeping it cool. I use my entire battery bank every night, which is fine because I'm driving the next day. Found a grocery store, so I'm gonna stop off there, and then we'll head to the campsite. Looks like nothing in here has shifted too much in transit. So the goal for tonight is to find something that's easy to cook, that doesn't require a lot of effort. We'll see what we can find when we go in the grocery store. Got groceries, now it's time to head to the campsite. Off we go. Taking the Natchez Trace Parkway now. So this Natchez Trace Parkway that I'm on stretches 444 miles, and it starts in Natchez, Mississippi, and it goes all the way to Nashville, Tennessee. And I guess this route was used by like Native Americans back in the day. It was a travel route they went on, and now it's a road that the National Park Service maintains, and there's all sorts of hiking trails off here, biking opportunities, and some free campsites like we're gonna go to tonight. We're about 5 miles out now, and one thing I forgot to mention is since this is a free campsite, it is a first come first serve. Thinking with the heat advisory that we're under right now that maybe there won't be a lot of people there, but you never know. We'll see. Coming into the campsite now. The first thing I'm seeing as we pull in this campsite is look at all this shade and all these empty campsites. I think this night right here will do. I'm gonna go ahead and put up my shades in the front to prevent as much heat coming in as possible. I also like to close these curtains when I have my AC running in the back because they provide a little bit more insulation, and I really don't need the cab cooled when I'm just going to be here in the back. Before we start the meal prep, I'm just going to take a little walk around the campsite, just check it out. I've stayed here before. I actually did a video here before a while back when I was traveling from Texas to DC, so that's the reason I knew this campsite was here. I haven't seen anyone else here. I think there may be one other van camper a little bit further up the road. I'm not going to walk around the whole campsite, but just kind of check out the immediate surroundings. Ooh, it is hot out here. And you can see, got a little trash can over there, picnic table, little fire pit. There's the campsite. Like I said, it's paved and everything, so not too bad at all. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you watched my last video, another thing I had to do was pick up my bike. So this is a brand new Aventon Rambless. Very happy with it. It's the same bike I had before. They just replaced it under warranty because it was having some malfunctions, but happy to have it back. Took it for a test ride the other day. Rides perfectly. And you can see when it's hot like it is now, like I keep all the window shades completely drawn, curtain drawn. I even have a cover over my Max Air fan that I keep covered, and that just does the best it can to keep everything insulated in here. You can see right now about 84 in here, which after all this heat that I've been going through, like 84 feels pretty good actually. So if you normally watch my channel, you know that I keep this up so I have access to my garage space. But since I have all my sun stuff with me, turn on my cargo lights, I've been having to crawl back here underneath to get access to my awesome ICECO fridge, which is a lifesaver on the road. Speaking of the ICECO fridge, I'm gonna cut to future me. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it and then we'll make some dinner. Hey, this is future me. I am already at my parents' house now, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about my ICECO fridge. So I'm gonna get that out and I'm gonna show you a little bit about it. So today I really just wanted to show you how this fridge has really changed how I camp, road trip, and live van life day to day. And that's with this little powerhouse right here, the ICECO APL 35 dual zone fridge freezer combo. This thing is compact, lightweight, and built for travel. If you open it up here, with two separate compartments, you can run it as a fridge or a freezer in either compartment, which makes it super versatile. This comes with a couple of adapters, so you can run it off a standard 12-volt adapter or an AC adapter. For my case, I run it off 12 volt, a little more power efficient, so I just plug it into the back of my van, and that's where it stays plugged in all the time. And despite its compact footprint, it's got 35 liters of space, which is enough for like a week's worth of food. This thing has cut down on the amount of times I have to go to the grocery store exponentially. Instead of going every 2 to 3 days, I'm going maybe once a week now because I can keep all my extra food in here. I usually keep this side set as a refrigerator because I do have a refrigerator already in here, and I use the deeper side as a freezer, so that way I can have some meats and ice cream even. That's been a game changer. I haven't had ice cream since I moved into the van. Now that I have this, I have that option, which is awesome. Build-wise, ICECO nailed it. Sturdy latches, reinforced corners, tough exterior. I've taken this down bumpy trails, in and out of the van. It's held up great. I really like the spring-loaded handles, so that way it doesn't rattle as you're going down the road. One thing I really love about this is how easy it is to dial in the temperatures. On this panel here, you can set each zone independently from freezing cold to chilled drinks. It holds the temperatures rock solid, even in this heat wave that we've been experiencing here in the South. Another thing that I love about this unit, because of where I store it in my van, I don't have like super easy access to it. So it's nice that whenever I open it, it just stays. No matter where you open it to, it just stays put. So that makes it really nice just to open it up, be able to work in here, get stuff out without the lid kind of falling back down on you. Really love that feature. And one other thing that I really like about this, it has an app that connects via Bluetooth. And this is really essential for me because the way I have this stored in my van, I can't access the panel because of other things in the way. So I use this app exclusively to control the temperature. Right now I haven't had it on, so you can see right now the temperatures are kind of high because it's hot, but you can set either the left zone or the right zone here, and you can set it to either refrigeration or freezing, and then you can dial in the temps to whatever you like. So if you're looking for a compact, efficient, and truly dual zone fridge freezer combo, I highly recommend this ICECO unit. It's made my life on the road so much easier, and I honestly couldn't imagine doing van life without it now that I've had it for a few months. So definitely check it out. If you're interested in this fridge or any of ICECO's products, check the link in the description below, and I'll also put it up here on the screen somewhere, and you can get a discount off any ICECO product. Now, back to your regular programming. First things first, need to get all my ingredients out. A bell pepper, broccoli, and chicken. Get out a cutting board. We'll start with this broccoli here. now I gotta cut up this bell pepper. And I've definitely made this recipe before on this channel. This is kind of my go-to meal that's pretty quick and easy. Now I just need to clean off this cutting board so I can dice up the chicken. Maybe it'll fit all on that plate. And whenever I cook, I usually cook enough for 2 servings, so that way I have dinner for tomorrow night as well. Chop up this chicken. That should be good enough. Here is everything I need to make my sauce. So it calls for half a cup of soy sauce. There we go. 2 tablespoons of honey. 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil. And we'll do a little cornstarch so it thickens up real good. Now I need to get out my cookware. Oh, I just forgot. I want to do rice too. Let's cook up some rice first. But for this portion, I gotta turn off the AC and open the door so I can cook outside. So it's gonna get hot. Get that water boiling and we'll add the rice and then cook the rest of the stir fry. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. Well, I've been waiting on that rice to cook. Got my second pan ready, got the oil in there already, so all I need to do, timer goes off, remove the rice, cook the broccoli and the peppers, and then cook the chicken, add the sauce, and we'll have a meal. That's kind of the bummer of only having one cooktop, is that I have to wait for the rice to be done before I can start cooking the rest, but that's okay. I'm in no rush. I'm getting some flying insects in here, so the bug netting needs to come down. Oh, there's my rice timer. I know, I'm supposed to let the pan get hot first, but cutting corners. It is hot. I think it's already close to like 90 in there, but that's okay. As soon as I finish cooking dinner, all this is gonna get packed up. AC's coming back on. I think I'm gonna want these a little softer, so I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. And I'll just let that simmer for a minute. Should soften up. Stick these on the plate. Almost final step is cook the chicken. Add a little bit of oil here. And this is way too much chicken, but that's okay. Y'all see the sweat pouring down my brow? Humid hot. Time to add back in the broccoli and peppers. And the sauce. Get that nice and coated and we'll have dinner. With AC. Oh, that's already smelling good. Doesn't help that I am starving. That feels good already. I want to cool down, then make me a plate. So whenever it's this hot in here and I want it to cool down really quickly, I have kind of a cool trick. So basically I have my house AC and my cab AC running. It's not good to idle these for too long from what I've read, so I don't do this often, but in a pinch, when I just need a quick cool down, it works awesome. Now I can make me a plate. Got my rice and my chicken. Scoop up some of that sauce. Dinner is made. Let's do the taste test here. Excellent. Very good. It feels so much better in here. It also helps because I have a little fan that's right up here. So my AC is blowing the cold air this way and the fan's blowing it toward my face. I may not have explained this well earlier, but if you're new here, I did my last episode at ICECO National Seashore. It's right off the coast in Maryland, and that's where I started my journey. Now I am in Vicksburg, Mississippi. It took me a few days to get here because I had that service appointment this morning in Birmingham, Alabama. Tomorrow, I'll go to my parents' house. I'll stay there for about a week in Texas, and then I'm gonna go to southern Texas to stay with my daughter for a couple of weeks while we prep for Burning Man, and then we're gonna leave for Burning Man from there after my son gets there and I get him settled into his dorm room. But just so you can get scale for this trip, going about 3,490 miles to get there. That's quite a trip, all within about a month's time frame. Super excited about it. This is the first video along the way. I'm gonna try to do one every week, but it might get a little difficult once we get a little closer, but we'll see how that goes. I made too big of a plate. I'm stuffed. Save these leftovers. And guess who's not doing dishes tonight? Not me. Luckily, I'll be at my parents tomorrow, so I'm not going to try to do dishes in this tiny sink when I could go do dishes in their kitchen tomorrow. All right, this goes in the fridge. We'll get rid of all my food scraps here. Luckily, each one of these campsites has a trash can, which doesn't happen very often, so I'm gonna take full advantage. Whew. It's like just hits you like a brick wall as soon as you come out here. It's just so humid. Luckily, all this hot weather I've been experiencing should prep me for Burning Man pretty well, I think. The good thing about Burning Man is it is a dry heat versus a humid heat. I can deal with dry heat a lot better than humid heat. All right, crammed all my dirty dishes in there. Just got to put up my cooktop, and I think I'll be ready to chill for the evening. It's too muggy to go outside tonight. I'm just gonna watch a show and call it a night. And there you have it. We have Netflix. A lot of times when I'm camping, I have no cell phone service, so it's nice to have that Starlink to bridge that gap. Movie's over. I'm about to head to bed. I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning. It's time to get up. It's about 6 a.m. Still dark out. All that cooking I did last night, coupled with the AC running all night, I've used a lot of my battery. AC's on right now, so I still got 2 more hours of straight running the AC. It was hot last night. Like, I don't think it got below like 80. It's warm. I'm gonna make some coffee, get everything kind of packed up, get ready to hit the road to Texas today. I'm gonna start the day with a little bit of coffee. Honestly, I did not sleep the greatest last night. Something about just sleeping when you're hot doesn't do it for me. I definitely prefer to sleep in the cold. Cheers. I've actually been skipping coffee the past couple of mornings just because it's been so hot, but didn't sleep good last night, and I've got about 5 hours of driving ahead of me, so I'll take my coffee this morning. And somewhere along the way, before I get to my parents in Texas, I need to find a Planet Fitness because they don't have any Planet Fitnesses where they live because it's a very, very small town in East Texas. I'm gonna get a workout in before I get there today and then, you know, do the 5-hour drive there. So I'm not super close to the restroom, so normally I just use the restroom in my van. In case you've wondered how I do that, I have a cassette toilet that's right under here in my shower basin. So I just flip this up. And down here is where I keep my cassette toilet. So this cassette toilet has a chamber, but I don't use it. I don't want to have to deal with the tank. So basically what I do is I just line my cassette toilet with a bag and then toss it. And I get it, a lot of people are gonna say that's gross, but once you get used to it, it's really not that bad, and it's a lot better than having to deal with an entire tank full of human waste. I just prefer to do my business and then be done with it. Time to pack up everything and hit the road to Texas. Move my son's guitar down here so it doesn't fall. Off we go. Just like that, now we are in Louisiana. And fun fact, I used to live in Louisiana. This was my second assignment while I was in the Air Force. I don't know what is going on with this truck in front of me. They've got doll's head mounted and 3 people riding in the back of the truck on the interstate. Louisiana is the only state in the United States that uses parishes instead of counties. And that goes all the way back to the colonial roots, I believe, when the French and Spanish were in charge and they organized the land using the Catholic Church's divisions. And that kind of just stuck, I guess. I think there's like 64 parishes in all, and they kind of operate like your typical county. So one other thing that is on my list of upgrades to do for this van is to upgrade the fuel tank, because I just filled up yesterday and I've already got to fill up again today. Granted, I have driven a lot of miles, but it would be nice to have that extra range. It looks like we're coming up on a town, so I'm going to go ahead and fill up. Even though I'm going to have to stop again for Planet Fitness soon, I just don't like to risk it. Next stop, Planet Fitness. Off we go. Got about 5 minutes before we get to the Planet Fitness. And today is leg day. Need to pack the bag. In order to access my shirt drawer, I'm gonna do some gymnastics in here because all my son's stuff. Now now I just need to strap my shower shoes on the side here, and then I just need my shoes and I'll be ready to go. I normally roll this up before I leave camp, but I completely forgot. That's the last stop before we get to Texas. '98. You know, it's kind of funny. I always park out in the middle of nowhere, and there's always cars that park next to me, and they do it to get in the shade of my van. If you've watched my channel, I normally hang my towel in the back, but I can't access it, so just gonna have to hang from here. Time to hit the road again. It is hot. It's that humidity, man. Like, it's just, oof. Like, I'm already drenched in sweat, and I literally just walked from Planet Fitness to here. Insane. My thermostat says 104 right now. Protein shake. I think we're ready to go. That truck's gonna be bummed when he comes back out and I'm not shading him anymore. Off we go. Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention. You know, I've been talking about going to Burning Man. I don't even have tickets, so there is a sale that starts today at 2 p.m. Central Time, and it is approximately 12:19 now. My ETA is 2:52, so I'm gonna have to pull over in a little bit and grab the laptop and snag some tickets, hopefully. Matter of fact, hey Siri, remind me to get Burning Man tickets at 1:45.
Okay. I added Get Burning Man tickets for this afternoon at 1:45 p.m.
Coming into Shreveport, Bossier area now. Like I was telling you earlier, I used to live here. This was my second station while I was in the Air Force over at Barksdale Air Force Base, and we have hit traffic. Welcome to Texas. It's always good to be back. We have two issues. Number one, now it's saying that I need DEF, so I need to stop by a gas station and get some DEF fluid. Second, it's 1:34. I have to get Burning Man tickets here at 2 p.m. and I'm stuck in traffic. So I'm hoping the traffic lets up so I can exit off, get some DEF, and purchase Burning Man tickets. All right, I saw a sign that says there is a gas station off this exit, so I can stop there, get some DEF, and get tickets. Oh man, back's hurting from all the driving I've been doing the past couple of days. They sent me a link to my email that I need to purchase it from. See if I can find it here. It says, hello there, we love your enthusiasm, but you're a tad early. We've still got 15 minutes. It should be enough time for me to run in, grab some DEF real fast, and then be back in time to get the tickets.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Had a leaky Def bottle. Hitting refresh, it's 2 o'clock. When it is your turn, you will enter the sale. I guess we wait. It finally brought up the page. Here we go. It's not a cheap event. It's like it's gonna be 1,500 bucks. They really get you with those fees. $30 to mail, $135 for a tax, and then $73 to process it. Grand total, $1,901.64. Crazy, but it's done. Now it's real. This is exciting. I am super stoked to go, and I know my daughter is too, so now it's official. Now, there shouldn't be any more stops before I get to my parents' house. Let's roll. I've got about another hour and 20 minutes before I get there. You guys have ridden with me enough on this long couple of days of driving, so I'm just gonna teleport you there real fast. And we are here. I am so ready to be out of this van. Finally. Knock, knock.
Hey, man.
You are going to be on YouTube. This is the end of the video.
Oh man, I've got bad hair.
Oh, that's all right. I always have bad hair. Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the content, feel free to give this video a like, maybe subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. And I'm gonna sign out for now. I'll see y'all next week.